Good evening. It is Sunday, November 20th, 2022. It is Thanksgiving week. We got turkeys coming up for those fortunate ones. And for those less fortunate ones, hopefully you can get something in your belly. We got Kevin Palmer, Jack Armstrong, and me, your humble guy, Michael Saul.
You know what it is, bitch.
Woo! We got a hot one for you. We've all been quite busy this past week. If I do say so myself, I was busy.
It's been a long time.
Also, new Pokemon games out. Go get that shit.
Oh, look at y'all. I bet y'all are happy about that.
I love it. I love Pokemon.
We got to catch them all, you know?
Oh, this angle is dog shit.
Man, Pokemon's
There we go.
good.
My bad.
On this day, though, we thought we would do this quick opening segment. Some weird, old information. Roman soldier Diocletian is proclaimed emperor by the army.
What year was that?
284.
I don't believe it.
Me neither. That's
284?
The history is told by the victors.
Yeah, that's right.
You're right. The books are written by those who want them to be written the way they want them.
What's that library? Alexandria? They burned that shit, dude. When was that?
Oh, was that ancient stuff, or are you talking about Alexandria and like Virginia?
The ancient stuff. They burnt down that might be the wrong name, but they burnt down the library with like all written history.
Yeah, you're right. And there's some terrible tales of like in the Middle East of just museums getting totally ransacked and just years and years, thousands of years of history just getting destroyed.
ISIS blew up a bunch of shit in Syria like 8 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. Very recent. Very recent.
Very nice, crazy old shit.
Stuff we'll never be able to see again. Pretty tragic when you think about it.
On his pursuit of Pompey into Egypt in 48 BCE, Caesar was cut off by a large fleet of Egyptian boats in the harbor of Alexandria. He ordered the boats to be burned. The fleet was destroyed, but the flames spread to the city and library. It's not known how much of the library was destroyed, but it spread to it.
Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking of something else that happened where they lost a bunch of history, but I thought that was it. But they that thing in Syria, you can go there now, and there's just piles of rubble, where there's like thousands of years old, like hieroglyphic type shit. So it's like, wow, just a pile of rubble. Mm-hmm. They need to pick it all up and put it in a museum or something.
And I'm probably just speaking out my ass, but it's like ancient Sumerian stuff, I believe. The first civilization and stuff like that. I think I might be right on that.
Man, I recently saw something about this. Yeah, there's like, that place is like the
Mike's got a pile of rubble right now. I think he's got it. I think he's got it, guys.
You need pile of rubble? I got you, dog.
That place has been the most populated place in history. It's like 24 civilizations have been up and down through
They've had
the
a couple
same
good
place.
ones there.
Yeah.
They've had a couple good ones.
You talking ancient Syria?
Right now it's fucked.
Look at that, though, man.
You talking ancient Syria, though?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that Pompeii?
Palmyra, the ancient Syrian city that was just captured by ISIS.
That where Pink Floyd played? Remember that? Pink Floyd.
No, but that looks like it'd be a good Pink Floyd show. But this is just so interesting, isn't it? What is that? Thousands and thousands of years old?
Really sad. That place is fucking huge too.
Wow, look at that.
Holy shit. I mean, godly day.
It's pretty rough there, dude. Did you see the video that look up Syria, I'm going to say factory explosion 2020?
Did Pink Floyd play here?
I think that was Pompeii in Italy.
That's incredible, man. What kind of shows went down there? Because that is a stadium. That
Murder.
Just murder, you think?
No, it looks like it was for plays.
I'm completely ignorant when it comes to that part of the country.
The stadium seating, and that's really incredible.
And what do you want me to look up?
Look up Explosion Syria 2020.
Explosion.
I think it was a factory, but I might be wrong. But dude, this is some of this. Yeah,
The Beirut explosion.
Dude, the videos of this are horrifying. Look up a video.
Oh my god.
Oh, I think I do remember this video. Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Was it a meltdown?
Who knows?
Like a
chemical factory or something like that? What'd they say?
I'm getting there to the video real quick, but
yeah, I remember that one. That was wild, man. It was from like someone's like hotel window or something like that.
Yeah, and I think it might be the last video they ever took.
There are troubling new allegations tonight about that deadly port explosion in Beirut.
It was a port.
Yeah, I remember. No.
Newspaper that prior to the blast, dozens of bags of fireworks were being stored in the same warehouse as that stockpile of ammonium nitrate.
It was a perfect storm.
Stockpile
ammonium nitrate
and fireworks.
Yeah, this video is fucking crazy.
The fireworks factory caught on fire and lit a stockpile of ammonium nitrate.
Oh my god, this is so scary.
In a port because it was just dropped off.
Whoa, I have not seen this. I've not seen this. No way.
Dude, that...
Oh, my God.
Anyone in those buildings got their whole insides just totally just like...
Look at that shockwave. Shit,
Oh my god!
It hits the buildings. This
I didn't
shock-
think that was gonna come at the camera's lens. Nope. Didn't think it would.
Here it comes. Boom, buildings, all of them.
That's putting nuclear war in perspective.
go ahead and
for me
pause
right
it
there.
real
Just
quick.
seeing that
that's
view.
nice. That's nothing a bear doing.
I know, but,
Yeah.
but it's just like seeing that view. Okay, yeah, I could see it coming at me. I could see it.
Check the windows.
I can't remember what I was watching where I learned all this stuff about Syria recently with that explosion and the ISIS thing and
That sucks,
24
man.
civilizations. I pulled up some facts there.
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Jack's good with it.
God damn, that shit was real, yo.
That explosion's fucking wild, right?
Yeah, what
That's the craziest explosion video I've ever seen.
I know. I think you might be right.
I think that's the biggest explosion I've ever seen on camera, movie or not, too.
you never saw
You know what I'm saying?
Hiroshima video?
Hiroshima?
Not Hiroshima,
video?
whatever the one. Yeah.
Oh, there's been nuclear bomb test videos. You're right. The tidal wave videos. You ever seen those where they test the nuclear bombs in the ocean and it creates a tidal wave and they're like, "Fuck, we didn't think this over."
This is the one. This is the rare nuclear bomb footage.
On July 16th, 1945, the United States atomic bomb called Trinity.
A test?
Yeah.
For the next 5
Trinity.
minutes, the country
The
tested more
test.
than
All right, I'm going to skip right to it.
200 atmosphere.
Hey, it's Buzz Lightyear.
Nah.
You know that's what he did after?
Figuring out the power
Toy Story?
That was Lightyear?
Yeah, he was a nuke guy. He was a nuke tester. See him?
That's not Buzz Aldrin, though, is it?
Mike, if I want to link you
He's the
something,
man.
how do I send it to you on that computer?
Go ahead and Facebook message that to me, dog.
That is going to be good.
I just was thinking, this is just something for you to play later. It's the intro song to the Take Your Shoes Off podcast. I would think that we need to try to recreate something like that.
Swoop dee. I can't even do it. He's got a great voice.
Yeah, it's amazing. But I was just going through my notes about things I wanted to bring up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I can't.
Mike and I's favorite band just came out with a new album.
Oh, my God.
Who's your favorite band?
He is legend.
Oh, I
And
thought you were going to say Blink 182 for a second there because they also came out with a new album. But
They
keep
did.
going about He is Legend.
Well,
Just pull up He Is Legend in this hallway, Mikey. I think maybe some images or something for us to dwell on. But it's very good.
I want to dwell upon your images.
There you go.
It's a cool artwork of a bat door.
I like it. Nice and simple.
Skyler said one of his friends
Clean.
in the movie industry helped him with that.
It's a very clean album art.
I wonder who
Not
helped
too
him.
busy.
He name drops on that interview I sent you recently.
Endless Hallway is really good. There's good songs. I know that you all want to hear them, but we can't play them for you because they'll sue us.
I think there's that guy that we know that works at the Globe in Berlin now, and he's been trying to book people. I'm thinking we should do some sort of fundraiser, give him the book He Is Legend. They'll make the trip in the
Oh,
van.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
only like 5 hours. Get in the van, come up. They played Dewey Beach,
They'll be at a big show there.
They did play Dewey.
and I think people would come.
Dewey's got a great scene over there, man. They're killing it. I kind of want to tap into that Dewey scene.
Did you listen to the Are You Garbage where they were him and when Ari Shafir and
They
were
talk
real-
about Dewey all the time.
but
They talk
them and
about Ocean City
Ari
all the time.
because Ari's from around here and them
Oh,
just
yeah.
shitting on it.
He was
so-
talking about the Grotto's pizza and
Yeah,
stuff. He was
yeah.
really going deep. He was like, but you got to get it fresh. If it's not fresh, it's shit. And I'm like, wow, what a weird take on Grotto's pizza.
Yeah.
If it's not fresh, it's shit. I've never heard anyone say anything about Grotto's.
When I would eat
I've never-
grottos like that, I would play arcade games there, so it would always be fresh. I'd be there playing games.
I've
But
never heard anyone say anything about any non-fresh pizza being good.
yeah. But I tell you what about Ocean City Pizza. It's kind of slept on. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, there's so many good there's so much competition. It's got to be good because if you're shit, you're out of there.
But I kind of was under the impression my whole life, like, these are all bad places. And then I just never went to them. But recently I'm starting to go into, like, all of them. It's all good pizza. They got good pizza in Ocean
Where are you
City.
going to?
They're all
Two-Go's,
they got generic,
Caruzzo's?
but none of those, actually.
Oh.
They got generic-ass names.
The one
Yeah.
just north of Secrets was pretty good when I used to work there, but it's probably all different than when I've been.
Or like
Dough Roller.
Tony's on the boardwalk is like, I just always stayed away from that place. But no, it's pretty good.
Tony's is good.
It's
I like Tony's. I like Dough
Tony.
Roller.
Yeah, Dough Roller. You know,
we
I
used
stay
to
away
get-
from it. I don't know why.
What was the place on 80th Street we would get? Two Go's. Pizza Two Go's.
Yeah, I stay away from Two Go's too. I don't
What's
know.
the
I
place
don't know why.
on the boardwalk that's like old as fucking sin that has like milkshakes and shit?
Is it Tony's?
No, it's not pizza place.
Oh,
Coors
okay.
Brothers.
No, that's
Coors
like,
Bros is my shit.
they got
all
like,
right?
yeah, they're the best.
Better than
that is better than ice cream.
better than Dumsers.
That is better than ice cream. That is a different thing. That is custard, people.
You take that shit and get me rainbow sprinkles. Good night.
Well, what pizza place are you thinking about?
It's not a pizza place. It's like a place on the boardwalk. It's got a stupid name. It's really old.
The Roller.
Oh, and it has everything, kind of like everything, right? It is called
The Wrapper.
I know what you're talking about.
Something stand.
Alaska Stand.
Yeah, it's
Why
it.
the fuck is it called the Alaska Stand?
That place.
Mike is saying no.
I don't like the Alaska Stand.
What is up with it?
I don't know. It's like it's been around forever, right?
Yeah.
It's like one of the older places on the
It's
boardwalk.
played out and depleted.
I had a girlfriend that worked there one time. She hooked
You
it
know,
up.
we got to do a man on the street. We got to go to there and ask him what the fuck's up with your name. We got to get it right from the horse's mouth.
I
Alaska
think-
Stand. What's the story?
Did they close or something recently? Or
I don't know. They probably closed recently, just out of season.
dude, Ocean City kind of sucks, man. I don't like going into that place. I avoid it like the plague.
Yeah.
You want to know the history of the Alaska Stand? I'll give it to you real
No
quick.
way. He's got it.
Yeah, I'm a guy. I'm getting better at my job. Grab a bench and indulge in Ocean City Boardwalk treats like hot dogs and burgers fresh off the grill. French fries, funnel cakes, if you will. I added that to make it rhyme. We have been enjoying breathtaking oceanfront view boardwalk events and people watching for close to 90 years here at Alaska Stand. But tell me why you're called that.
Oh, Mike, I thought you had the goods.
God
I
damn
thought you had
it.
the goods.
We stand behind our traditions. Oh my God, shut up. It doesn't even tell you why. Okay, call this number. There's a number. Yeah, at least give them a call.
What else is there a good place on the boardwalk? Is there? Where is?
What time is it? No, they're not open. That'd be great. I'd love to
Someone's
give 'em
gonna answer
give 'em
that
a
number.
Ring.
What else is good on the boardwalk?
Pollock Johnny's.
Okay.
Anybody Pollock
Yeah.
Johnny's? They got a
Is that the pit beef place?
No, they got the Polish sausages. And they have a rich history. It's written on the wall when you go in there. And I was just eating my my Polish sausage, just reading it. It's pretty cool. They started like in Baltimore, Polish
Shoving
immigrants.
that Polish sausage in your
Polish
mouth.
immigrants, and that's all they knew, and they just kind of made like a great fortune from it. Ended up getting picked up from the by the Orioles, were the Orioles sausage for a long time,
Yeah.
and now they're just great.
Okay, I'll give you mine. The Wrapper. They do pretzel wrap stuff.
The Wrapper.
Yeah, you've
Where
been
did me
there.
and you eat last time we were there, Mike? It was like 5 years ago, but where did we eat on
See
the
these
boardwalk?
stuffed
I've never
pretzels?
seen this in my life.
Peep them. Look at them.
Stuffed pretzel with mac and cheese. Get that out of my
No,
sight.
see the one on the left?
This is an abomination.
Chicken cheese and Old Bay on this one. It's the Maryland. It's good.
This is an abomination.
Are you guys
I would agree.
fucked
This
in
is
the
an
head?
abomination.
You guys don't like drunken
How
treats?
high were you, Michael?
I was high every time.
no. One of these is good. What's the second from the left there?
It's soft pretzel dough, completely filled with your
I love
favorite
soft
filling.
pretzels.
You went there for the 420 special?
You don't want a freaking cheddar broccoli?
I'm sorry, Mike. That looks good. I like it.
It's like a paranera bread.
The broccoli and the pretzel is blowing my mind.
I'd eat it.
To be honest, when I go to the boardwalk, I normally like to drink my meal. Pop into a shenanigans or something.
You like to drink your meal? Is that what you said?
Yeah, just drink beer. Get
Yes,
drunk.
hell yeah. Get yourself a Natty Bow or something that goes good in Ocean City.
yeah.
Or a Budweiser Heavy.
No, early oak.
Or a Corona.
Hazy IPA, please.
Yes, please. I got us a hazy IPA in the fridge we can try. But I went to that beer festival at Burley Oak. Dude.
Oh my gosh, do tell.
It was
Jack, you have the
fucking
floor.
insane. We got a VIP, so you could go in early.
Nice. He got the get drunk first special. Yo.
Yeah, and you got a special glass. Oh, and I didn't bring the beer. I know I forgot something. I'll bring it next week. But they gave you a special
beer.
beer.
That thing.
in the giant bottle.
Yeah, that looked really good.
I'll bring it next week. I knew I forgot something, but that's funny.
All good.
But that festival was awesome. You could drink all you could drink, and there was like, I don't know how many breweries. I'd say 40 or something.
Yeah.
And they all had a couple
That's a
different
good
beers
amount.
to try.
You don't want too many. You know what I mean? It's like going to a restaurant where they have too many options. You're like,
there
I
was-
have no idea what to fucking order.
Well, you only got this little tiny cup, and you could just keep trying stuff. And there was
Yep.
never a line in any of them.
So they gave you a shot glass, basically.
Yeah, it was a little bigger than that.
Had a little handle on it.
No, it was way bigger than the one from that festival.
Bigger than that. So
Way
it is
bigger.
definitely bigger than a shot
Way
glass.
bigger than
Nice.
Yeah, I've been to that festival too.
How was the energy in the room?
Great.
Great
They were
energy.
loving it.
Everyone happy. Everyone mingling.
Yep.
A lot of mingling.
I had a nice breakfast before I went, so get ready. And then in the first hour
A
you're
lot
there.
of bread. Soak up that beer.
Yeah. In the first hour you're there, we were there for the VIP hour, and then you're like, okay, I got to get this done, get this in before noon, because you can see the line forming of people that come in
Oh
at
my
the
gosh.
regular hour. And you're like, shit, this place is about to
Shit,
fill
I'm not
up
quite
with
drunk
people.
yet. Come on.
So I was going hard that first hour, and then at about 11:50, I remember being like, oh God, I'm going to puke. I was like, I'm not going to make it any further than 11:50. I'm done.
11:50 a.m.
Yeah, I was 50 minutes into the thing, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm dying!" So I went to the porta potty, pulled myself together, and I was just pouring sweat, and I could
Hell yeah.
I couldn't see myself, but I know I was pale white. You know, like
Oh my god.
about to die. And I was in the porta potty, like packing my chillum, smoking my chillum.
Damn, and
Just
it's hot. And it's hot.
Hot, sweating, white, and then that next thing you know, I pull myself together.
That chillum hits.
I
It
think it
activates.
was what it was. I don't know what it was, but I just pulled myself together. I didn't drink for like 15 minutes. I went and grabbed a t-shirt.
Oh,
Let the regular peons come in. You know, I don't know, people that didn't get the drunk early pass. And
Did the Popeye the Sailor Man music play when the chillum hit? took
it should
place?
have, dude.
Okay.
It must. I was like I crushed that can, but I pulled myself together. But yeah, when the regular people came in at noon, I love saying the regular people. That's so funny.
Yeah, the normies.
Yeah.
mhm.
It never got overcrowded. Because how long can you be there? The thing went from 11 a.m. to like 6 or something.
Nice. Everyone kind of picked their spot, probably.
They
Yeah.
called like last call at like 4:30 though, and I was there the whole time.
Nice.
when the poor people came, so you didn't notice a difference in smell in the air or anything like that.
No, they
Okay.
didn't stink or nothing.
When the poor people came, did you did it get sadder?
No, it was nice.
No one
But you
brought
could
their-
see them walking around with their non-VIP glasses, and you're like,
Oh wow.
Oh no, those things.
yeah.
They keeping everybody split up, huh?
When they had a huge pallet of water in the center of the thing, just a pallet
Bottles.
of bottled waters, and you could just see it dwindling away throughout the day, and you're like, way to go!
You know people are
drink
getting
your
wasted
water.
when that's going down.
And dude, I would walk by that thing, grab a water, and just go. Throw the whole bottle down. Just get it in you.
That's how I usually do when I.
Because we were drinking heavy, dude. We were going to each brewery and just grabbing whichever IPA they had. And then at the end of it, when they're doing last call, some of the breweries were handing out cans. I went-
Ooh, yeah.
Walked away with some cans. This is one of them. We can
Now,
try it.
Wow. Now that's a bonus. Going to a beer festival and actually getting handed a whole can of beer.
Yeah, it was $120 to go to the festival. I was there for that many hours. I drank countless amount of beer. I walked out with like 8 cans, that big bottle,
Magnum bottle.
and then I got a free cup from that Brewery 450.
A small, cute little cup.
It's a cup like this size.
What's the small one you got? It's like a small one. It's
That's the taster cup.
that thing is cool. You should have brought that.
That's what they give you at the thing
the thing
for your.
for tasting. Actually.
Yeah.
For actually to get filled up.
Yeah.
3 ounces. It's wide.
I think it was 4. Ooh. I think it said it was a 4-ounce tasting glass.
Nice. That's
It's
good.
Sort
The one at
I'm not
the beer
too
festival, I
good
think
with
it's
ounces.
2,
Oh, okay.
maybe less even. It's small.
Oh yeah, and I wanted to ask you guys, what do you feel about the Dewey Fest coming up? That's $85.
Definitely going to that. I'm gonna get VIP.
Hell yeah.
Gotta get-
how much was the one
gotta-
you went to?
$120.
So this is better price. For some reason, I thought it was more expensive.
No, VIP.
That's a good
VIP at this one is $150.
$150 at the Dewey.
Yeah,
We should all go.
It's worth it.
What day is it again?
It's a Saturday.
It's a Saturday during the day,
I can request off and we'll go. But it's worth it to go.
and it's
for
like
VIP.
December or late November. It's coming like right
It's,
up.
it's in December.
Cool. That'd be fun to go as a pod and to get some footage and really do some fun stuff.
The last time I went, it was so much fun. Shout out Foamy for coming with me. I would have been alone at that shit.
Shout out Foamy.
Mobile Pod. Shout out Foamy.
Mobile pod.
Mobile Pod at the Dewey Fest. What you gonna do when you just? What's that thing?
What?
Let's try this beer from it. From Magnify.
Okay.
From the Jersey Boys. I made out with like, I drank all the other beers.
Let me just move into something I wanted to talk about. It's a guy. He won the lottery twice. You ever hear this story?
Oh, this is so good. This is so fucking good.
You ever hear this story? I'm gonna just read it to you first.
This is one of the most unbelievable things that's probably ever happened ever. Like, this is crazy.
Okay, so it all began with some horrifically bad luck, actually. In June of 1998, Morgan was crushed in a truck accident. Suffered a fatal heart attack. Yes, fatal. He was clinically dead for 14 minutes before he was able to be revived. After that, he was in a coma for 12 days. All hope seemed lost, and they were about to take him off life support, but his luck began to turn around when he woke from that coma with all his facilities intact. A year later, he proposed to his girlfriend, Lisa Wells, and she said yes. Then he bought his weekly scratch-off lottery ticket and won a car.
What the fuck? I
worth
didn't know the
seven-
first part of the story. That's insane.
You gotta go down before you go up, I guess. He won a 17 grand car back then, so that was great. A Melbourne TV station caught wind of this massive change of luck and decided to do
Now
a
check
story.
this out. This is where the story gets fucking crazy.
Part of the segment, they asked him to reenact his lottery win. This is where the viral video comes from. We see Morgan scratch the card and win 250,000 Australian, roughly 170K American.
I have seen this.
Play that video. He almost like faints. It's like the emotion is so pure. He's like, "What the fuck? I just won again."
He bought a house with his wife with the money, and they lived happily ever after.
He's like, I'll do it just like
The new
this.
job, the new car, and even more good luck when we asked Bill to reenact
Can
buying
you
his
believe
scratchy
this off a
ticket.
scratch off?
I just won 250,000. I'm not joking. I just won 250,000.
He's gonna have another.
Oh, that one look. That one look was priceless.
Okay, Bill, we're gonna need you to do that again for the reenactment. You broke character. It's not the reenactment anymore.
Yeah.
I just want to. I'm gonna give this a grand replay on that.
Now the real, yeah. Right,
Just won 250,000.
there's a moment right there.
Oh my god.
That was it. That's the moment. Pure emotion. He's like, I should probably start hiding my face. I look like a fool, you know?
I'm not joking.
Yeah.
50,000. I just won 250,000. I'm not joking.
This isn't hitting me like it's hitting you guys for some reason. I'm not really getting it.
I love it.
I don't know.
Look at this.
I think it's striking a chord because it's one of the first like viral videos I ever saw.
I was looking at the analytics, and we have 85% audio listeners. So
Oh no. I'm just kidding. But
That's fucked
here's
up.
the real question: did they make him reenact the reenactment? How much money has this guy got now? You know?
it never ends.
Yeah.
Where is
Did
he
you try your double dry hopped IPA?
All right. So what brewery? I want to get the whole kit and caboodle on this.
Magnify, New Jersey.
Magnify, New Jersey. Let's give it a shot.
Yeah, look at this ironworker building the Columbia Tower in Seattle when back in the day.
What is that?
I mean,
Why are you showing it? What?
I can't believe
'Cause-
shit like that's
What?
real.
What?
That's interesting.
I love it. I can't believe it's real.
So the audio listeners driving to work right now, wondering.
I mean,
Why
construction
they don't
workers.
have an in-car television? That's what they're wondering.
People talk about teachers a lot. They don't talk about construction workers. They only built everything, you know?
How can I describe this to you, audio listeners?
I'm just saying. Look at that guy standing up there. How many humans could do that?
Man,
You should get a Mike Rowe tattoo.
I should. I should. We should
I
get
love
Mike
that
Rowe on
guy.
the show.
why
He's
did
great.
we? Jack wanted me to pull this up earlier.
Mike Rowe is like a fucking liberal arts major who went to theater school and
So
was like
funny.
a singer and a dancer.
I
and
had
stuff.
no idea. Wow.
And then people find that out. And they're like, "What the fuck? We thought you were a blue collar American.
Yeah.
We hate you now, Mike Rowe." And he's like, "I'm the star of a television show."
I seen you go down in the sewers, Micro. You shovel shit, Micro. You're like me. It's like, no, I'm actually a savant, and I like to fuck boys. Right?
He had a leotard under those overalls the whole time.
He did.
But he was on Theo Vaughn's show, and one thing I thought was super interesting about Dirty Jobs, he claims that he never even once took a second take ever.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
First take every single time, no matter what. He wanted it to be like that, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he made sure he did everything. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah,
I used to love
that show. Was
shit.
great. I mean, that show was good.
I got that shit for Christmas on DVD.
No
like I used to
way.
love that shit when I
Yeah,
was like
micro DVD.
when it first. But I still have it. When it first came out, like when was that? Like 2005 or something?
Jack
yeah,
loves
something like
Micro.
that. I mean, it was great.
When Jack when it was 2005, I was what 15. That whoa, 15 years ago.
I got two things.
Go on.
Why did we pull this up that you wanted me to?
What do we want you to pull?
Take
Oh,
your
what we
shoes
pulling?
off but with Rick Glassman.
Oh my god!
I mean,
I just want to know why it's on my tab before I get through them.
because
We
we,
could probably
need to
play that
try to
without-
re.
You
Yeah,
think
you can play
copyright.
this.
Copyright.
Yeah,
good.
you'll be fine.
Yeah, good.
we need to recreate this.
Yeah, we got to get our.
Is it going to be funny?
No, I mean not that funny, but it's just interesting about how he made this song by himself.
You can just start from the top, right?
Yeah, you don't have to play the whole thing. Only like 30 seconds of it.
This one was a couple of scoop.
You,
You got the sound turned off. What, Mike?
no, it's on very gentle, but this beer tastes a little bit like Roots.
Oh yeah, I like
I'll
this.
turn it up a little bit.
Oh, this is so nice. Yeah. The kid's a talent.
Just to cover up the copyright, we'll just get rid of it.
I like how the organ is panned to the left and the vocal is panned to the right.
Yeah.
I believe if I have these headphones on right.
If I have these headphones on. But yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who can do that? Who can nail that at the
That's
table?
amazing.
You know.
Scoop doo.
Why does it?
I love that, dude. I'll be walking around my house just singing that.
It is
dude.
pretty perfect. It's pretty perfect.
All right, you might as well plug your guy. Go ahead and give him the scoop so people know who you're talking about. Undateable.
Shout out to the Tyso.
That's a good
podcast.
movie.
I have never watched any of his television shows or anything. I just listen to his podcast.
Yeah, apparently he's got a pretty good show and he's pretty successful.
He's an actor and producer. doesn't say anything about being funny off the gate.
He is he's new to the stand-up game, but his podcast is the most well-produced podcast in the world. He puts more work into his podcast than anybody else.
Yep.
Oh, I appreciate a good man who puts good work.
I can only imagine, and you think he's got to be doing it himself too, because the sense of humor in the editing is so specific to him. Right. I can't imagine he's got an intern doing that.
Yeah, he's hands-on with that shit.
Unless he's got someone who's really good and can take directions really, really well.
He always talks about how every episode is getting expensive because he's doing more and more stuff. He's like, oh, it's getting expensive because he has to pay the animator to animate stuff.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's got some hardcore animations.
Yeah.
Really, really good-looking stuff.
He had a... What's her name on from Frozen and Forgetting Sarah Marshall? What's her name?
What is her
Kristen Bell?
Yeah, Kristen Bell.
You
and,
like
That was a hysterical episode.
The way it got interrupted. And
Yeah.
He interviewed the Postmates guy.
Well, that was
instead.
back in like the COVID days, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they tried to have an interview on her porch, right?
It was on his porch. He always had
on his
guests on his
porch. I don't know
porch.
why I said her porch.
But the Postmates guy climbed up on the porch
Yeah, that was so
and
good.
scared her, and he's made Kristen Bell leave. So he interviewed the Postmates guy instead.
That's classical.
We got to get the Rick Glassman kill Tony. That would be epic.
Really would.
Especially with their relationship, it would be amazing.
They're not the best of friends, but they get along.
And they're both funny, and they would do their thing, and they're professional. But it would be great. I would love to see that.
I like when he goes on any other podcast because he
Glassman?
immediately
Yeah.
Have you listened to him on like Whiskey Ginger or anything? He's
Yeah.
Like, have you listened to him on not Bobby Kelly's podcast, but
Bobby Lee?
no, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. But he's on all his podcasts. He takes control, and people are like, the other people are like, this is my audience. They're not going to get what's going on right now.
every time, because he'll do like an ad for his own podcast, and not even like an ad for his podcast, like a read for his podcast,
Yes.
like for like what's one of his
Freeze Pipe. Let's talk
Freeze
about that.
Pipe,
How
yeah.
Freeze Pipe is on every fucking.
and we're back.
On every fucking show now is Freeze Pipe, and
Wait, Jack, snap on 3. 1, 2, 3.
and we're back. And they every show has Freeze Pipe as a sponsor right now, and I hate that Chinese shit.
Yeah, honestly,
As an American-made glass
great
maker.
topic. Because I was just listening to a podcast. Can't remember which one it was, but Freeze Pipe, hell yeah, was a sponsor. And I was thinking, man, this Freeze Pipe is on every cool podcast. Is it legit, or do you think it's tacky?
It's just some
Jack, what do you think?
Chinese-made China glass.
They know they can market to the stoners who listen to it, and everyone
cheap.
wants to. Oh, we could put it in the freezer. Just buy.
Glycerin shit in the freezer is cool.
Man,
It seems like there could be some merit to it.
There
you
is.
know? Yeah.
let's
Because
go.
I like a nice ice in the BONG.
Yeah, but you can go ahead and just get yourself something better quality.
Exactly. You don't want no China shit.
And for the price, I mean, dude, they're throwing you all this extra shit, making you think you're getting a good price, but it's $70. For $70, you know what they sell that I saw, and it's still not the best.
You already researched these guys?
No.
So this is their classic
Sorry.
pipe right here, and
No.
it looks like kind of like a bubbler
You're
system.
good. Yeah, so this is like the freeze pipe. But let me just say, Grav Labs, everyone knows Grav Labs. You like Grav Labs. We like Grav Labs.
Austin Company.
They have a Glyco bowl. Let me just segue. I saw this in, and this is another part of the podcast for later. I saw this in New Orleans last week for the first time. A Glyco bowl by Grav Labs. Glyco bowl, and it looked like it
And that
glued.
stands for glycid. Wait, what is
Glycerin?
it?
I don't know.
Glycerin. I almost said
But
glycid.
what I was going to say is Grav's cool. I can't remember the name of the guy. Austin guy.
Ooze Glass. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's one of their subs. But he made Grav, and they were making them in Austin, and they had a cool setup with a bunch of workers and stuff. But then they started making them in China.
I mean, cooling the smoke is definitely an advantage. If you can cool the smoke, that's nice.
Dude, look at the purple one.
Remember the ejectable?
Yeah. But if you freeze this ooze bowl and then you take it out in your nice warm house for the winter, you pack the bowl up, part of your bowl is going to have some moisture. And we all know what happens if you have moisture on your butt and you light it. Bad idea, ooze. Or maybe it's a 2-part system here that I'm not seeing.
They don't care.
Yeah.
They just want you to buy it because you think it's cool.
You should have checked with the experts, ooze.
Now that I think about the condensation factor, I would not use this, even though I do appreciate it. I think it's cool, and I think it cuts out the whole, I need this coil to restrict the smoke and
No, I
go
like
whoopity
that.
whoopity whoopity whoop through a frozen thing to make
I
So
like
it.
that.
the freeze pipe, they got a whole bong, right?
Let's go
Or
look.
no? They do.
Yeah, I was.
And you take a little section out and put it in the freezer and then put it back in.
Illadelph popularized that.
Thank you.
Nice. I'd rather have an Illadelph.
Yeah, and you know how much they cost?
How much?
At least $1,000 for an Illadelph glycerin coil.
Ooh. So just the coil itself, not
No,
even-
well, you might be able to get the base with it for $1,000. I hope so.
Look at this crap.
Illadelph is overpriced, dude. I'm really over them.
Hey, when you got a brand like that and you can overprice stuff,
It's not cool though,
you
man.
gotta give it to them, man.
I'll go ahead and put myself on the cross and admit what I paid for a Illy beaker when it was hot and heavy and popular, and I needed it. Way too much.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
1,300?
I thought it was $800 for that thing.
No.
That's too much
That
money.
escalated quickly.
I wish. I wish I
That's
didn't
too
do it.
much, dude.
I regret it. I
Hey,
said
no,
it.
that's awesome, man.
I regret it. I
You
said
should enjoy that. You should enjoy that. It's a fine, what do you call it? Asset.
I could have bought like
It
a
is
new.
an asset.
It is an asset, right?
It is.
Yeah.
Some of
It
it
doesn't go down in value.
resurface my deck for that. Almost, kind of.
Oh, you could
You could
resurface
just
a lot
exactly.
of things. You could resurface the moon
this
for
thing-
that.
But you see, it is an asset. You can
back some
smoke
cheese.
as long as you don't smash that thing on the tile floor one day. It's cool to just play with it, smoke out of it all the time, and then one day, oh shit, I need a new deck. Instagram, someone buy my beaker.
I don't
Yep.
think they sell for the same. They're gonna be like, "You got any bloom? Is it got any water stains?"
If it sells for like $200 less, that means you had that beaker for the amount of time you had for $200. Worth it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
it might
You got
double,
$200
double
worth
in
of fun out of
value.
it. You didn't get $1,300 worth of fun out of it. You're gonna have to have it for a long time to get $1,300 worth of fun out of it.
And one day, Illadelph is going to shut down, and it's going to be even more valuable. You know,
I guess
maybe not though. Yeah,
you got to buy artist stuff, then wait for them to become dead.
yeah. We got to buy stuff that's just now getting off the ground. That's going to be classics in 30 years.
Classics. You want to know about some classics now that will be later?
Yes.
Some, I mean, you mean stuff that will appreciate in value?
Yeah. What you got?
Rolex watches. It's true.
Play it out.
They are really valuable right now.
They
you know?
always have been and always will.
But an
be.
old one is even more valuable. He does
He-
have a point. If there was one from like 1903, that shit would be.
I went to this
Through the roof.
place, saw some really crazy watches, and a friend of mine.
In New Orleans.
Yeah,
Nice.
might as well just segue into this.
They're
segment
not as
now.
fun. You can't play with them like you can with the bong.
He wears it every day, and you know what
But it's
happens?
not as fun to go as this to go.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Especially if you're smoking out of a bong that costs the same price.
Yeah, if you could out of a bong that costs as much as a Rolex,
Action
dude, you'd be
Bronson.
like, I'm the coolest shit. This is my Luna Dragon. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's what we're talking about.
Or
right
like
now.
a banjo demigod, even though he's like a racist or whatever.
He's not. He just said something about. Never mind. I'm
Yeah,
not. Never
he
mind.
didn't say
I don't know what he
anything-
said.
No, go.
I'm not taking
Hang on.
any
What is this?
sides.
What is this?
Hang
Sound-
on.
I'm not taking
Hang
any
on.
sides.
Hang on. He didn't say anything different than our
Who?
good friend
Who?
that's in the news right now.
Who we talking
A couple
about?
of good friends of ours. Some basketball guy.
Kanye!
And Kanye.
Oh, Kanye.
Did I-
He's back on Twitter. That's a good time.
Did you see that Kanye video I sent you today with the
no.
Mark Norm Macdonald joke?
Don't let me lose my track.
No.
Kanye, go ahead.
No, Kanye. I remember Rolexes.
Kanye does the Norm Macdonald joke. It's a video you're gonna have to play
Oh my
on there.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I want to see that. Yeah.
It's edited. It's on the YouTube channel called I'm Not Norm. You know that channel?
I've probably seen a video from it because I've seen so many Norm videos, but I don't know. Like
Because
the channel.
Norm didn't do anything on YouTube really, and there was a YouTube channel called I'm Not Norm, and it had a bunch of shit, and it posted like at least once a week when Norm was alive, but I think it's been a little less now.
Mm-hmm.
So
But it's
this
called-
one was a doozy.
Oh,
Yeah, this is
Gavin
great.
Josh
McInnes.
points out he does it exactly like a Norm Macdonald joke.
That guy looks like the guy who
Oh
sings
yeah, that
in the
guy's a
OCs.
douchebag. But this is funny. They
I
just
like
It's
Gavin.
not Ian Miles.
Oh God, let's not go there. Let's just see this guy edit. How they edit this.
He's a founder of Vice.
Turn this up.
Drove me to a point of exhaustion, which was misdiagnosed by I'm not going to say what race, what people, doctor, and what hospital, and what media it went to. We know I can't say that.
He really looks a little
It
starry-eyed.
was a Jewish doctor.
You know the Norm Macdonald joke.
He
too,
did it to be funny and all the aftermath.
Harkens back to
Right?
He's there with Russell.
Keep
Brand.
listening. Keep listening.
I got a story. It's about
can't
was
say.
with a hooker. You know. It's just-
Oh yeah.
And I go back to her place, and she says, "I have a boyfriend." I said, "All right, well, let's not stay there. We'll go to a different place because I'm a because her boyfriend is, well, I'm not going to say what color he was, but it's a terrifying color.
That's the way Norm did it, but they show Norm doing it. And it's with Russell Brand.
Have sex.
Lovely. Best possible outcome.
Yeah. So
With
I
the
say,
Russell
fine and dandy. Now, I'm living with a girl, though. So I say,
He's so
well,
good.
I can't do
We're
that.
there.
So what about you? Oh, she's living with a guy.
Oh.
And it doesn't matter what color he is, but
No, it doesn't.
no. But it was a frightening color.
Really?
He was an Indian.
Well, they're very peaceful folk. I mean, prejudicially.
If you're not holding a tomahawk.
If they're not holding a tomahawk.
Yeah.
That's
tag.
10 out of 10
What a
right
guy.
now, dude.
Man.
And you can see Russell Brand being like, no, it doesn't matter what color. Because Russell Brand is like the most woke, crazy person ever now. Have you seen his YouTube channel?
Oh yeah, he's pretty woke. He's kind of coming back down to earth though. A couple videos where he's like, yeah, you know what? I don't know how to describe it, but he seems to be settling down a little bit.
He's got
Yeah, he
good
was living there
words
for a while.
He knows good words, good vocabulary on that guy.
He's articulate.
But yeah, Kanye
did
definitely
he just say you
unintentionally
Prejudicially.
channeling Norm there.
Yeah, that was crazy. He's like, I'm not going to say what kind of doctor
Yeah.
or what kind of hospital. It was a Jewish hospital.
Yeah.
He like did it in the most like unrefined way, but still pulled it off,
He
and
was
the
like-
whole cafeteria would have still laughed.
It was like the first night at an open night. He works that out a couple more times. Dude, he's got something.
Yeah. I've still not seen enough Kanye content where I fully understand like the canceling. He's just kind of talking about Jews. Like, what exactly is going on?
Okay, Mike, about the Rolex watches.
Moving on to another.
That's always the response I get too. No one wants to tell me.
I don't know, man. I'm scared.
Exactly. That's like the feel. It's
My
like
mom
this
watches
weird-
this, dude.
Yeah.
So my boy, I didn't even know this, but one day we were on our trip, and he said, "Come to Canal Street with me. We're gonna go to the Rolex store." I said, "Okay, I know you like them, but I
We're
didn't
just gonna
know."
go look around.
I stayed at a Best Western right there.
Hell yeah! I think I saw that Best Western. If I
stay
may,
at the
if
Best
I may
Western
have
right
the
there.
floor though.
The floor.
I wanted to see
floor
how-
was yours.
I wanted to see how that would go over.
Yeah, let's see. We're not going over great, dude.
Yeah, they don't like that. So he wanted to get a new band for his Rolex, a Rolex band. He takes it to this place, Adler's. Fucking, it felt like James Bond would hang out in this place.
You pulling up a photo?
They're on their website right now. That's their little backdrop. If only the angle was cut more that way. He talked to a guy who told him. So we had gone to a couple watch stores before that had Rolex corners. This was a Rolex store. These Rolex corner guys were like, yeah, they were giving him the runaround about his watch band. They kind of like talked it down. Like, this isn't that old. I don't know why he would say it's not that old, even though I guess it's not. It's a 1990s Rolex. It had one owner before him. He got it at an estate sale. Whatever. It didn't come with the authentic band. He wants it to be.
You
all
gotta
authentic.
get it all Rolex. Yeah, you
be
got
worth
a Rolex face with just some
Right.
band.
And let me just say, this my boy. He collects a lot of stuff, and he takes care in what he collects, and he knows that it will make it appreciate in value. Blah blah blah. But he's wearing this thing on his wrist, and he's showing the guy, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, okay. Let me get the jeweler down here, dude." It was awesome. And the jeweler comes down, looks at it, authentic, obviously, even though there was really no question on that.
that is got to be a fun process.
You know,
right?
you had to ask, right?
When a professional jeweler comes in and he's doing his thing, that's got to feel.
He was
nice.
like, I can't quite see it with my loop, so I'm going to get the jeweler down. And then he's like, so yeah, oyster or whatever for the band. And it's like about to happen. And he's like, all right. And then the big kicker was he had to give him the watch. He had to leave the watch with the guy. So here's the cool part. The place is called Adler's. This dude who came down to help my guy,
You think you wouldn't have to leave the watch for the guy?
we didn't see it
You still have
coming.
the floor?
I still have the floor.
Okay.
We
that
didn't
sounds
see-
very untrusting. He's like,
Good questions.
He did not trust this jeweler, did he?
Well, of course you got to leave the watch with the guy.
Yeah.
To give you.
This is a...
Sorry, you have the floor. Go
I
ahead.
gave Mark... I was like...
I'm gonna be looking over your shoulder the whole time. You know.
You know what I mean? I mean, you don't want to leave your precious thing with something in a place when you're on vacation.
And by the way, what do you have? Like a Timex band on there?
Yeah,
Like
what made him do this there?
what kind of band he has?
He knew there would be a Rolex store where we were going on vacation. I mean, this
There's
is like
one in D.C.
yeah, that's true. He said that
But
there-
you know, when in Rome, you got to go to the New Orleans.
This is a really,
one,
like,
and I bet it
renowned-
was cool.
more renowned place than the one in D.C. or Baltimore.
I could see that.
Why?
I don't know. It's
Why would the one in New Orleans have? Why would there be more people in New Orleans buying Rolexes than the District of Columbia?
You know what? It's kind of a toss-up, but I could see that being
Yeah,
the
I don't
case.
know, but
I don't
this-
know why. You know, I'm just saying it's plausible.
Damn,
Lil
he's-
Wayne.
He's really getting.
Lil Wayne?
Yeah, he's from there, right?
New Orleans?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, Lil Wayne
that's
Wayne
also
keeps the place
plausible.
open.
I also cannot confirm, but plausible, yes.
What?
That Lil Wayne is from New Orleans.
Yes, he 100% is. He 100% is. Mike has the floor. Go on.
You got the floor.
Yeah, I lost the wind from my sails.
What?
Yeah,
I
you're
took
just
the floor-
coming at the whole thing.
I
Like,
took the floor right out from under him.
yeah. The wind has gone. What were we even talking about?
That was a real
What do you
carpet
mean?
pool, Jack. What was a real carpet
I
pool?
asked if
No,
he
I-
didn't expect to leave the watch with the guy, and it threw it all out.
No.
The kicker was he had to leave the watch with the guy, and
Yes.
The guy was Adler himself.
It was Adler himself the
Probably
whole
like
time.
5th generation Adler, but yeah. He signed the card, was like, you'll get it in 2 months.
And that's amazing, honestly. Multiple
It
generations.
helped ease his mind.
A business with multiple generations is great and should be celebrated.
we should try to
don't
find that
have
place
enough of that.
in Red Dead Redemption.
What? What are you saying? In a video game?
Yeah, Red Dead Redemption there's New Orleans.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So if it's that old,
If it's that old, yeah.
It
yeah.
should be in the
What
game.
time period is Red Dead Redemption?
1900, the turn of the century.
Are you serious? It's that recent. 19 something? I figured it would be
I
18
think
something.
it might be 1890. It's the turn of the century.
But it's very close.
Red Dead Redemption 2, I think, takes place in like the early 1900s. Yeah. Yeah, there's like streetcars and stuff in New Orleans in the game, like the trams and shit.
That's awesome, man. The old time, to take a time machine and just watch how people lived, I would love to do it.
Yeah, in that game, you go from New Orleans to Texas up to West Virginia. Like
Wow.
the map is like small. You can ride your horse on the whole map, but like it's a condensed version of like
The Louisiana Purchase, let's say.
Yeah, that part of the country. Yeah,
Vaguely, yeah.
and you can go down into Mexico a little bit. Pretty cool game. Love that. That's my favorite game ever. I think I brought it up 2 podcasts.
Yeah, you
in a
said that
row.
was your greatest game of all time, and that's really saying something.
It really is. It's
And
my
it
favorite.
sounds like a good game.
I know only played the first one.
Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Revolver.
Not Revolver. Redemption.
But you never played Red Dead Redemption 2?
No.
Man, that is the best game ever. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up why Adler's is better, and it is.
Yeah, who gets more foot traffic? Who gets more revenue? We need.
It's
the
just
numbers.
bigger. It's just bigger than the Baltimore and DC store.
And that would imply that
It's like
it is bigger.
It's like got marble pillars and shit, and the DC store is like a little.
All right.
He
Jesus.
just came at the story, so I had to.
I didn't come at the story. I was just wondering
Why?
why he did it when he was there.
Why?
No, he's got a point there. I mean, he's at a very renowned jeweler. Okay, you can't be stepping on his toes there, Jack.
I think that my boy
He
was
didn't
thrown
want
off.
to leave the watch with the guy.
He was thrown
so why
off.
leave it halfway across the country if you're thrown off?
No, thrown off by all the other guys who we had gone working our way up to the goods store, and then it all went so smoothly at the goods store that he was just like, "Oh my god, it's happening!" And he was like, and then we left, and he was like, "Mike, I didn't think I'd. It happened so fast." You know what I mean?
Wow, he was like in shock. He was
It
so
was-
happy.
Kind of like that, but he was
Yeah.
also like, I just would fuck with him the rest of the trip. I'd be like, "Yo, Mark, you got the time?" Oh man,
That's a good one.
yeah, I thought it was. Fun.
But I gotta know what kind of band did he have with this Rolex face? Just some Timex, just some Casio,
The
like
one with that
Velcro band.
a plastic one with that guy that looked like a like an arm.
Stretch Armstrong?
Like I don't know what you're talking.
Gold's Gym?
There's a watch with like a yellow guy on it. It's like really shitty cheap watch from when we were in like high school.
He had a band like this.
He had like
Fitbit.
a Spider-Man band. Okay.
Yeah, like a leather band.
Yeah, nice Hudson.
The Hudson.
Yeah, y'all want a fresh top? Y'all want a fresh top?
Yeah.
All right, I found this out this week. I thought this was very interesting.
Kevin's
Let me
got
know
it
if you've
before.
heard of this. You know Rainn Wilson? Rainn Wilson?
Yes.
Permission to answer.
Who you know he's Dwight from The Office, right? What'd you say? What'd you say?
He said permission to answer.
Yes, answer.
Because you have the floor.
Yes, it's Dwight Schrute from The Office.
Yes, correct. Did you know that he changed his name?
Why? Is he a girl?
He changed his name this week for for climate change awareness. Look it up. Look it up. Look what his name is.
Is it
Look
Man
what
Bear
his name
Pig? Is it Man Bear
Look what
Pig?
his name is.
I hope his name is Man Bear Pig.
Before I do that, I just want to say my thumbnail shot is what.
Rewind
That was my
a little bit.
That was my thumbnail. Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
I will get that. I will get that.
He changed his name. Hang on. Don't look. Let me just read it. Rainfall, heat wave, extreme winter Wilson.
What an idiot.
Oh my God. Dwight, that's the most Dwight shit ever. Actually, no, that's the least Dwight thing ever.
How dare he?
What did Mose change his name to?
Oh, I love.
Oh, that's
Mose.
weird.
That's my all-time favorite character.
Oh, Mose, yeah.
Mose Shroot.
But yeah, he changed his name to Rain and all that. I mean, his name was already Rain, but what was it? Rainfall.
Rain. You want me to go again?
No. You don't have to. But it's weird. It's just weird.
No, we'll do it.
What's he
Rainfall,
doing?
heat wave, extreme winter, Wilson.
Rainfall, heat wave, extreme winter. That's covering a lot. It's pretty much like rainfall in the spring, heat wave in the summer, extreme winter in the winter.
Will we?
What about fall though?
Will we have an extreme winter? Do you think? It's cold.
It seems pretty normal.
It cold snapped.
Yep.
The cold said, "Whapash!" I smacked it up. Oh man. So, what do you got? Anything before we delve into this next segment of our pod?
I mean, we were talking about Kanye a little bit, and I thought it was interesting that Elon Musk has been letting people back on Twitter. What do you think about that?
Well, who's he letting back? Trump?
Yeah, he had that big poll, and like millions and millions of people voted, and it started out like it was going to be a landslide, but then it got really close, and it was 52% to 48%, and he gets let back on Twitter. Yeah.
That's kind of like when he lost the election. Yeah. It was like 52 to 48, right?
Yep. I don't know. Something like that.
I don't know. We're going to have him as president again. I can't wait, man. I'm just kidding.
Get a little bit more, money. That'd be good.
Can we have some more money?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't even give a fuck about anything. Just let me grow some weed.
Hey, that's good. Talk about politics. Maryland did the right thing recently. I don't think we've talked about that.
You did the right thing, Maryland.
You did the right thing, Maryland. I mean, it's called Maryland. It's like marijuana, Maryland. You know what I'm saying? We got to do something with that.
It's like marijuana, Maryland. Marijuana, Maryland. He put the thing back in frame again. That frame right there. Wow,
Oh, my bad.
yeah. This title will be called Jack Framed.
Shut up.
Shit. Oh.
Jack, what do you think about everyone getting let back on Twitter?
The old let back.
That's what we were talking about earlier.
They let Trumpy back, and they let...
I think not everything lasts forever.
You think he's going to get back? He's just going to kick him back off?
No, I think Twitter is... Remember MySpace? Yeah, me neither.
Wait, I was trying to remember.
Open and out of order.
So you think it's going soon?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. I think they got a lot of users right now.
What's that one called, Big Papa?
Yes.
I want you to taste this acai bowl sour beer.
Oh, yeah, this one is the acai bowl.
It's one of my fave skis. Blueberry peach mango oatmeal acai bowl.
Did y'all ever get into that nonsense? Y'all ever try an acai bowl?
Yeah,
I love that shit.
It's kind of all right.
If you ever go to a music festival for the weekend, you wake up Monday morning, you're like, I'm achy. What do we do? You got your boys asleep in the living room. You come downstairs. What do we do, guys? Let's go get a bowl. Let's go
get some acai.
Let's get an acai bowl.
You need vitamins
With an extra
and
banana.
minerals and all that during that moment. Yes, indeed.
Do you get those from Bananas and Honey?
I don't know. I remember going to get ramen after a music festival one time and getting the extra egg. And just tearing that shit up. And like
that reminds me.
Pouring the goop in my mouth.
Were you actually
so
at the festival still?
No, I got it at like this place in Austin, my favorite restaurant, Ramen Tatsuya. Shout out. My favorite restaurant in Austin. They have like 5 places now.
I remember being on the top of a mountain with Matty B and some of the old crew, and we were so hungry, and they had this noodle truck that just pulled up for the night. They finally made it. It was like one of the only food options. And we all got a noodle bowl to share. Or we got like a couple to share, and it was just so good and warm. Went down to your belly. Warmed you up, warmed your soul.
Eating at a music festival is the best. I remember getting a stuffed avocado at a music festival one time.
Whoa.
And like sometimes the food trucks that show up at a music festival are like, they're too good.
Yeah.
What's
I agree.
there.
I remember
Like,
a couple
holy
times
shit.
where I was like, this chicken and waffles is like hitting so good.
Yeah.
This is gourmet shit.
These stuffed avocados.
I'm on acid, but the stuffed avocado is amazing.
This Korean barbecue is to die for. You know what I mean?
Sheesh. I could drink this beer in 2 seconds flat.
Yeah, this beer is good,
This
right?
is so good.
Or is it too decadent? I can't tell.
It's perfect with the oatmeal.
Peach, mango, oatmeal.
Dude, that is good. That is Fig Newton.
This is one of the ones I read it and I was like, ew, I'm not going to like that one. I'm so bad with reading the descriptions and deciding which one I'm going to like.
Flavors are tough to gauge.
We got a visitor. We're going to Flavor Town.
Especially with Out of
Do you
Order.
smell Flavor
Oh,
Town?
Charlie.
All right.
At the that beer festival, RER was there, and I tried all the new out of orders that have been so hard to get. Ooh. And I just felt so good. And I'm like, I tried them all. Don't have to get them. Don't have to pay some dude on Instagram to ship them to me who has an NFT.
It's just thumbnailing it, you know? You guys got to remember to do that kind of stuff. Macaulay Culkin!
Everyone do your best Macaulay Culkin face. I gotta zoom in.
I'm on heroin.
You know, his job is like he owns a comedy website now. That's like his job. He fancies himself a comedian.
He was one of the best Joe Rogan guests ever.
He's funny.
That's where I learned that. That's where I learned that, I think.
He lives in Paris, right?
He's pretty funny.
Yep. He was a pretty cool guy. Seemed like a cool guest, but he seemed a little. He's done some heroin in his
He
day.
seemed pretty normal. He seemed like he's bounced back.
Well, Hollywood did a number
Like
as
he
a
just
kid.
seems like the type of guy that would just be standing outside of an apartment building smoking a cigarette.
He does.
You know what I mean? Like
He's done that many times.
I can see that. He looks like he hangs out with Michael Cera.
Maybe out like the side door of an apartment building. We gotta have use your key card to get in. Beep. But he's out that door. He's like smoking. And you see him go beep. Is that Macaulay Culkin?
Him, Michael Cera, Shia LaBeouf.
Yes.
They hang out.
He looks like those guys.
Who else joins their crew?
Shia LaBeouf's the man.
Like
what's the other guy? Elijah Wood.
Yeah, he's better than them. He's not like on their level. He plays characters like that, all like heroined out and stuff, like in Wilfred and stuff.
There was a picture of him riding around Austin on one of those bird scooters, and he looked like the biggest douchebag. And it was like a meme of him, like on my way to Mordor, and it was like,
sorry, who was it? Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
That's funny. Elijah Wood. Who's the guy who looks just like Tobey Maguire? For some reason, I get those two confused. Right?
What did I watch? Oh, yeah, I watched The Faculty very recently.
The Faculty. That's a classic movie that we all watched as a kid somehow.
It
One
is
way or
crazy
another, you
good.
watched that movie somehow.
And it's not too long. All these movies are too fucking long these days.
And did you watch that movie on TV? That's how I saw it. I saw it on TV.
Oh, yeah, originally, yeah.
Yep.
On like, who knows, sci-fi or something, probably.
Man, I had something and I lost it.
That happened.
Oh, no,
I meant to bring a notepad.
I remember it now.
Good for you.
Did we lose somebody this week that
God
we
rest
didn't
her
talk
soul.
about on the
Power
Aaron
Ranger.
Carter.
That just happened yesterday.
Power Ranger.
Or today. Tommy. Goddamn, Green Ranger's gone now. First the red. First the yellow.
Y'all are
then the
racist. No one talked about when the black one died.
Yeah,
Asian one died.
When the black one died, no one said shit.
Everyone died. Didn't Billy die?
Yeah, do you ever notice how
The black one
racist the
didn't
Power
die.
Rangers were? Like, the black one was black, the yellow one was Asian, and the white one was the best. I saw that on Kill Tony.
That's a bit. That's a great.
I saw that on Kill Tony.
I was about to say.
And I just cracked up. I saw that on Kill Tony. I thought that was a great misdirection joke. You know what I'm saying? That's a good joke.
So Aaron Carter.
God, that scared the fuck out of me.
Oh wait, did you make the joke last week about his party coming to an end? Did we talk about it?
Oh my God.
I think we made that joke 2 weeks ago in this room, not out on the
So he's
thing.
been dead for 2 weeks. All right, we'll just move on from that. I think that stuff's going to come out, and that's going to be a big like thing for mental health. And I think people are going to start. They're going to build statues about.
No,
that
dude,
guy.
I can't wait till they come out and they're like, Aaron Carter was killed because he was about to put out the Pizzagate scandal.
They're going to build statues.
They're
of
gonna
Aaron
say
Carter.
What the fuck? You're involved in that?
No, have you seen that? Like Chris Cornell and Chester Bennington were about to reveal the child sex trafficking rings in
You
Hollywood.
never know.
They really seemed like they were gearing up to it.
I'm going to go ahead and say.
They were gearing up for something big. You could tell.
I'm gonna say, as a huge fan of both of those guys, yeah, it was totally that, and not the repetitive like I want to kill myself shit. No, both of their yeah, it was. Oh yeah, it was the Pizzagate thing. Not that they were depressed and drug addicts.
Trust me, Ashton Kutcher is already on it. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
But honestly, this is a fantastic beer. And can I get the ingredients one more time? This is incredible.
Yeah. So talk about how incredible it is for
It
one
is
more
so
time.
incredible. I'm tasting it, and it tastes like a Fig Newton oatmeal smoothie. And that sounds gross, but this is good.
So what you're tasting is actually blueberry, peach mango, oatmeal, acai bowl. So I'm assuming there's some honey in there.
No.
Okay, here we go. Conditioned on acai, blueberry, peach, mango purees, and oatmeal.
Damn.
What made you think there was honey in there?
Because in the acai bowl they put honey.
I think it's just acai.
In the granola they put the honey.
There's just acai.
Then why is the oatmeal in there, my guy? Ha ha! Gotcha. The oatmeal is emulating the honey and the freaking oat.
It's a better version of the Thor one. Remember Hammer Time?
Hammer Time's. You're right. This is the best.
Hammer Time's pretty good, but this is just a little bit better.
This is a 9 out of 10. This is
What's
a
your
9 out of
favorite?
10.
Heads will roll.
No, they just They do strawberry really, 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 really good. I actually just had Heads Will Roll last weekend at the thing.
They had more fresh?
Yeah.
Because that one is triple strawberry house pastry cream cookie dough.
Yeah, so good. Yeah.
To emulate.
I was talking about how I love the strawberry, and she kept giving me the strawberry ones. I was like, and she's like, you gotta have this one then. And she gave me the mystery one, and she's like, there's 3 different flavors in that one. And that's all she told me.
Is that better than this one?
I don't know. This one's really good. The first time I had this one, I was like not as whelmed as I am now.
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't say I was underwhelmed, but I'm way more whelmed now.
He's all whelmed up.
I love it when a word is normally like and then the word, and then you take the off. I love that. Like, what is
unwhelmed?
Like whelmed. Just whelmed. You know?
Can you be whelmed?
Overwhelmed.
I'm feeling pretty
whelmed.
whelmed.
Just whelmed.
You can be.
I'm feeling pretty underwhelmed right now with the pod.
Really? Are you really?
I know that's a lie.
What can we do? What can we do? What can we do to pick it up?
Oh no, I got beer on this.
How much?
Just a little bit.
No.
It's okay.
No.
I haven't been this impressed with an out of order in a long time. I'm seriously very impressed
Really?
with this beer. I give it a 9 out of 10. Wow. I think it's amazing.
All right.
Mike, what do you give it?
I give it a 9 out of 10 too,
9
Kevin.
out of 10. Jack, what do you think about this beer?
Grind it up.
I mean, it's there.
It's there. It's about a 9. It's about a 9er, you think?
I wish I could remember the old ratings I give. I'm so generous on my that app on my phone, which I haven't used in like 6 months because I've been logged out of it and it won't let me log back in. But all my ratings, it's out of 5 on there. What's it called? Untapped?
Oh, yeah. Untapped.
All my ratings are like above a 4. I'm like, this is great. I'm like,
that's not too bad. If you're going as low as like a 5, I think you're being critical enough, probably.
no, I meant the highest rating on there is a 5.
Oh, my bad. I thought it was out of 10.
So all my stuff is between like 4. I'm like, I can't.
Good.
I feel bad giving it a bad review on there.
Would drink again.
Exactly.
Would drink again.
I went on there and I remember when I first got it, I went and gave Bud Light a 5-star. I went and gave a Lone Star from Texas a 5-star.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta give them
much better than no beer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, guys.
I could be drinking nothing right now.
Yeah. There's sober kids in Africa.
We're hitting that hour mark, and we're going to pour a gross one now.
All right, let's do a real segment. What is this beer called? We're going to review it. We're going to tag the brewery. We're going to do it right.
We did it right. But this is a double carrot cake dream by Burley Oak Brewing Company.
Ooh, that sounds fantastic. Jack, what do you think about that?
I realized what I did. I actually dropped that nug I was supposed to put in this jar. I dropped it in my beer cup.
Ooh, that's going to help things. That's going to help things. Things are really starting
So
to
just the
turn
tip
up.
of my marijuana just got a little wet.
Oh, yeah. There was like nothing in here.
Then we're grinding that part up, but didn't go back in the jar?
No, yeah.
Oh, man, I'm a weed snob. I don't like my weed getting wet, guys.
God,
Especially
no one
with
likes their
beer.
weed getting wet.
Well, we're not sending this to Burley.
No, they like weed there.
No, everything's fine.
Shout out, Jimmy.
Hey,
All right.
organic pod. I love it. I love it.
If you think this one's good, I want you to tell me.
Look at that orange. Oh, my Lord. Jack, are you seeing this color?
Yeah, this one's wild.
This is the Orange Ranger right here.
Still good. Just tasted kind of weird.
Yeah, Mike, if I didn't tell you about that situation that just happened, you'd never know.
That's what I'm saying. I do appreciate. That's why we're friends, because you told me. Can I see that glass? Now that you're got 3 hands growing out your ass with the nuclear blast. Sorry.
You've been spitting?
Yeah, I was just thinking about like how I just made you. I asked you for something, and you couldn't possibly have done both at the same time. But if you did have another arm that could have grown out of your butt,
Bro?
I just rhymed it and made it.
I just
make
had an
sense.
idea. We need 3 custom glasses from Jack Armstrong Glass for this pod to drink out of.
What
Well,
would
you
they
just
say?
spoke my
Don't have to say anything. Just have to be a glass that can hold liquid. That'd be amazing. I think that would be so cool.
What was that, Mikey?
You sparked my interest because I should just bring my 3 headiest cups in the meantime, and we can just drink out of those during the podcast, and it would just look so aesthetically good.
Yeah, it really would. You have really nice cups. I want...
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been working on
Now
it.
that's the thumbnail.
I've been trying to do thumbnails all night.
Yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, so this beer.
Yeah, boy.
What are y'all thinking about this beer?
It's no longer produced by the brewery, and I'm not getting a description on it because of that. So I'm going to go ahead and look for another.
So this is a limited classic right here. Double Carrot Cake Dream.
Oh, my God. Originally a 2018 Sourfest exclusive. So tasty, we scaled it up and doubled it up this time around. Imperial Sour with lactose conditioned on carrot juice, orange zest, which is what I'm tasting, cinnamon, and brown sugar and vanilla.
Pretty good. I didn't go to Sourfest this year.
It tastes like a V8 all juiced up.
Did you go to Sourfest?
It does. It tastes like Splash V8.
Have you ever been to any of these beer festivals, Mikey?
I've never been to a beer fest.
Never?
Except for the drinking one at Pemberton one time.
Okay, yeah.
One,
Oh, you did go to that?
One time when we were like fresh 21-year-olds.
Everyone went there that one time. It was lit. We got a little too smashed.
A little too smashed.
All right.
But yeah, this is a pretty solid, drinkable beer. It's a lot thinner than the last one we had. Not as sweet, not quite as delicious, but is very drinkable and very good. I'd give it about a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6.5.
I'm going to do a beer stack. They call me Mikey Beer Stacks, and it's filling up the nice frame of my video for the
That
evening.
looks good.
You know, and I think that's cool looking.
Do you want to call cheers or should we wait?
Let's call cheers.
What
Yeah.
are you gonna say to him, boy?
You got to call him.
No way.
I got to call him because we can put it in on the Bluetooth.
I don't
What are you
have
going
any.
to say?
I don't got any.
Oh, yeah. What are we supposed to do? What was the whole idea anyway? I forgot.
We were
I
going to just ask them a question and see if they get annoyed.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we got to game plan this a little bit. Like, we want to be like a beer snob who's kind of annoying and asking about all the beers. Like,
Should we
what
plan
would be
this
an
out
annoying
better?
question?
Should we-
Yeah, because
what
you gotta have a
local
script.
what local West Coast IPAs do you have or something like
Script.
that?
Script. We need a script.
Yeah, we
I'll-
need-
I can help write it. Yeah.
Or it could flow better organically, but I guess we're not that good at this type of thing.
We don't want to get jacked up and they look like the winners live. We want to at least have a script to follow.
That would be embarrassing.
We want to just be like that
No,
local.
can't have fear in your hearts, gentlemen. We must go forth with this idea.
Okay, call him.
All right. I'm going to get the number, but we got to think about this.
What? It's either we think about it and do the script and do it next week.
We've been talking mad shit, so we should just call them. They suck. They're not nice. Why are they nice? Ask them why they aren't nice, but I'm scared to do it. But I guess I shouldn't be scared. I don't care. I'll do it.
Scoop me that beaker on the DL, dog.
You're going to be
voice-
like, why does your voice sound so good, bro?
Your moist marijuana has fucking.
It's not moist.
It's
You would-
attracted mosquitoes. I'm
You would have
looking at. 'em.
never noticed if I didn't say anything.
They're closed. They're closed. They're closed.
Are they really?
Yeah. So we cannot be calling them on
They
this
do close
day.
at 10.
That has to be a
They
segment.
closed 2 minutes
Why
ago.
do they close at 10? I don't get that.
They don't
about
like
this
money.
place.
You know? Seriously? I mean, they don't like money.
I remember when I first moved here this time last year, I was like, I'm going to run and grab some beers. It was like 10:30. I was like,
Yeah.
it's a ghost town.
Yeah, it is. It's tough to get beer after 10. It is. Problem. Major problem. Oh, here's my beer.
Hold on, I had my.
And you also can't get at fast food after like 11.
So stupid.
It is.
When I was going to
Bad.
college down at, when we lived down south, going to college, man, I would go to that Hardee's until 3 a.m. all the time. Remember the Hardee's?
Yeah.
ASU?
Oh, yeah.
That was a
yeah,
spot.
yeah, yeah.
Frisco Burger, baby.
Man, just give me one McDonald's with a 24-hour drive-through.
They don't have that
Just
anymore?
give me one. No, there's nothing. No Walmart. No 24-hour shit in Salisbury.
COVID destroyed
So
late
stupid.
night shit.
What does
It
that
did.
even mean?
It did.
It
That doesn't
did.
even make sense.
There was
It was there, and then COVID happened, and then it wasn't
24-hour
there.
Walmart
Yeah.
gone.
People don't have jobs. Open the place open for more time. More jobs. Boom. There we go. Did I solve something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Guys, vote me. I'm going to make all places have to be 24
This
hours.
guy's onto something.
If all places are 24 hours, people will have to work more, do more jobs. Call me.
More people are gonna be fucking on the job late
It
at night.
really, it's so true though. There's like people are worried about jobs, and also places aren't open. It's like open up. You got to work at night. Sorry.
If you close at 8 p.m., fuck you.
Fuck you.
I remember when I worked at Zia's, though, we were campaigning like, let's close this place now.
Yeah, exactly. When you're working, you're like, get me home. I'm done. I
we were
don't care
open-
about money.
I think we were up until 11, or we were up until 10 on the weekdays and 11 on the weekends. I was like, this is an Italian restaurant here, North Salisbury. Everything else is closed around us. Let's close earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But then we didn't. Then the place went out of business. I bet if they saved money on that last hour of labor for over a long period of time, it'd still be open to this day. See,
Oh, yeah, I
elect
think
me.
so.
I'm an economic expert. I know everything.
You should run for something. That'd be fun.
City council.
Council. That sounds good.
Can you imagine me like, it's Wednesday night. I got to go to a fucking city council meeting because I'm on the city council.
No, you should run for
I'm chilling, dude. I got nothing. I'm not doing that.
You should go for the orphans court.
What's that?
It's something. And I don't know what it is, but it really is something. I see signs for it all the time. I'm like, orphan court.
All right, I got stuff, guys. You ready to hear what the public has to say about Cheers?
Yes, awesome.
Starting with, I mean, a little expensive. That doesn't count. But here, look at the massive people that have the same
Oh my God.
experience. Well, no, the out of date thing is a big thing.
Out of date.
My beer was well out of date, almost a year. Look at that when you're there. Selling, but
No,
still,
no.
they shouldn't sell it. Selling an out-of-date beer, which should have been kept refrigerated for the price of new beer, disappointing.
Guilty.
Here's where we get into the good stuff. Clerk looked like someone took a dump on his craft brew kit at home.
Fuck this place.
Okay, here we go.
That guy's funny. He should be on the pod.
Used to go there every day, but employees are rude and act like they don't know who you are. Would
It's
not
true.
recommend female shopping here, as the boys who work there are creepy, to say the least.
Hell yeah. Is it replied to by the owner? What do they say?
Can you elaborate on your experience? What can we do to help? Cheers. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Broke
dude.
my
Wait,
driver's
wait,
license and the cashier told me to F off. Not sure how someone with so little social skills can be hired.
Can you go down really quick and see what they replied to the 1, 2 before? There. What did they say there?
Sorry, didn't see this until now. What did you buy?
Okay, I'm sorry I made you do that. Go back
Our
up.
comments have been confirmed. This is awesome.
They suck.
They
dude.
are
They're
rude. How do they find all these rude kids? How do they put them in such
I
bad
guarantee
moods?
you whoever is like the head guy there is just a fucking asshole too. So it's
And-
like, he's a fucking asshole. I guess I'm a fucking asshole.
Trickle down.
Yeah.
They're like,
Shout
my
out.
dad doesn't make me do any. I don't care about nothing. He
Just
doesn't make.
fucking assholes, man. How does anybody deal with that place? Can you imagine being like, this is where I got to go to get beer every day? If it was your beer store?
It
God.
really is funny because like we got the best selection and it's out of date, unrefrigerated, and you got to deal with assholes to get it.
Yeah.
It's like, can you fix any of these problems?
3 hurdles.
One time they posted a bunch of new selection. I was like, too bad all those are going to be kept on the shelf, not refrigerated. And they were like, or I said, no, that's not what I said. I said, you got shelf bombs all over the store or something. It was a back and forth. And they said, that's debatable. And I was like, what's debatable about keep cold, drink fresh? And your shit's on the shelf.
Awesome.
Not
man.
cold.
Yeah,
And
good
they
for
didn't
you.
reply. There's
Good
no
for you.
debating there.
Don't
You should have been like,
stand for it.
if there was a beer health inspector right now, y'all would be shut down. If there was a beer advocate,
I'm going to
group-
comment some shit right now.
If there was a beer,
I'm fired up. I
Kick
hate
shit
these
off.
guys, dude. They're fucking
Hey,
assholes,
can we leave
man.
a voicemail? I'm gonna see if we can leave a voicemail.
no, dude,
real
no
quick.
point. There's no point in a
No,
voicemail. We
no.
need a live
And your
interaction.
shit's on the shelf.
That shit is on the
What
shelf.
just happened?
Did something weird happen?
Yeah,
It played my voice back.
it said that shit's on the shelf. Are you calling? Can they
I mean,
hear?
they're not gonna answer. I'm just doing it for effect, really. But if there is a voicemail, we can leave something crazy. But I doubt there will be one.
If they do answer, I got this. I thought they did. Yeah, this is Lloyd Cherry Wine. Yes.
But hey,
I'm
the
saying
phone
get-
lines are open, people. If you're listening to the pod, call.
Yeah,
And
good
they
for
didn't
you.
reply. There's
Good
no
for you.
debating there.
Don't
You should have been like,
Oh my
if
god!
there
I
was
see
a
what's
beer
happening.
health
I see what's
inspector.
happening. I see what's happening.
The demons! Ah!
I see what's happening.
They posted a bunch of their new beers. I'm just gonna comment. Get it quick. Goes bad fast on the unrefrigerated shelves.
Jack being critical on the web, giving it to him. Don't enable their shitty behavior, honestly.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
let me show off my new tat. I got a new hand tat, yo.
Come
hand
over
tap.
here. Come over here. Come here. Come here. Mike, come here, dude. Do I need a hyphen and unrefrigerated? Why can I not spell this word?
Unrefrigerated.
Goes fast
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
look at that.
shelves out of the refrigerator.
It's so badass, dude. Look, it looks like it's Jack's head.
I'm a cholo.
Get in line with
It
it more.
does. No, that's a thumbnail. No, that's a thumbnail.
Shout out Robbie McKee at explosivetattoo.com. Explosivetattoo.com. All your needs in explosivetattoo.com.
If we were your tattoo to explode, go there.
If it explodes, you are entitled to at
What do you
least.
think, Mike? You think you can pick us up this cheap sponsor, huh? Explosive Tat?
Oh, we sponsor you, dude.
Let's do it.
We sponsor the Salisbury
I
Hockey
hope you
Squad.
like tattoos because that's the only thing they're going to be able to give you.
I learned today that we used to sponsor this. I'm just going to keep this vague. We used to sponsor, the shop used to sponsor a lawnmower derby team / the lawnmower itself. And this guy,
That's awesome.
who convinced the boss at the time to do it, would just come by and be like, yo, I need 500. Yo, I need 1,000 for the lawnmower. Yo, I need.
What the
And he'd
fuck?
That's awesome.
Make it. It's like the.
It's worth it.
It's like what's the blur on Little Rascals? You got to put money into your vehicle.
There's the Del Mar Raceway, and they have crazy sponsors.
Yeah,
too.
they have they got tractor races and or whatever.
Well, they
all
have
kinds of wild
crazy
stuff.
stock car races too, and it's loud as shit.
But yeah, make sure you use the promo code wide open at checkout.
I don't like this.
If you mention wide open and explosive, Mike will give you your jewelry for free and just poke you.
If you
Or something like
mention-
that?
Just if you mention what?
This podcast.
If you mention the podcast, oh my god, I could do that. I could do something.
Something.
Who knows what kind of devils are lurking and in the weeds, like actually like listening to it that we know. If you're out there, you better show yourself, demons.
Demons.
Just kidding. I love you all.
Let's
you know
get
Daddy
into it, though,
loves
Mike.
you.
Mike, did you poke any holes in New Orleans?
No, I had a friend down there who said they would get something done, but it wouldn't be worth me taking all that stuff and flying with stuff. And
come
then
on,
where do
enjoy
I?
yourself, Mike. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah, why do I want to bring work to vacation?
You don't want to.
You don't.
Nah.
You don't. So is that going to be you want me to get into my trip?
Yeah, sure. I'd like to hear about it. Did
Okay.
you
we're
get
getting
really
into it?
drunk? Were you drinking
Get
on the
into it,
street?
y'all.
What are we getting into? Mike's trip to New Orleans?
Yeah. New Orleans trip. New Orleans Mike.
Isn't that where he was when he did the watch thing?
Yeah.
That was one little pot and piece.
That was one piece. That's the
He
tip
said
of the iceberg, bro.
Something else about it too earlier. Go on.
Yeah, I've been plugging it all night.
Did you party? Did you drink in the street?
Yeah.
Nice.
You go to the liquor store and you buy like your thing on Maker's Mark and you just walk through the street, keep it on yourself.
Did you get gumbo?
Yes, I got gumbo one time.
Nice.
Not my favorite thing, but it's good there.
Where the Ravens came into town and kicked the local team's ass.
Yeah, no one
at
will.
the time.
So that was the day we got. I think it was either the day after or the day we got there. But that was in the big city. So the quarter, no one was really doing nothing there.
He was there 1 week after Mark Norman's bachelor party.
Oh my
crazy
God.
bash extravaganza where Mark Norman had the crazy party
And then
in concert
and
what? Show. And
he had a street wedding, so you might have been able
in the
to see
French
it.
Quarter, so he would have been right by there. And then right after he left, our favorite band, He Is Legend, played.
Oh my god.
I missed those two things.
Oh my god. It's like, why even happen at all?
I know.
Right before me or right after me? God.
Mark Norman was like, I started getting into comedy, and I immediately had to get out of New Orleans because there's no comedy there.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no comedy.
And the guy Umar Khan from Baltimore was in the building. He's really, really starting to rub elbows with these big comics, and he is really liked.
He was in the building where?
He was at Mark Norman's wedding and bachelor party and all that.
Oh, so I get it. He got married in his hometown, and I missed the celebration.
Well, they had, and of course, he did a show like the week of his wedding.
Yeah, he came. Man, he loves it.
Can't do not do it.
Was it in the French Quarter or was it in the city? In the city.
He said he got. I can't remember what he said. I think here I'll pull it up on Instagram.
Man, him and his core friends really are some of the best joke writers in the business right now. Mark
It's cool that
Norman,
they're
Sam Morrell,
together.
and Joe List.
So
Such good joke writers.
you gotta love guys who write good jokes. I mean, they make the life happy.
I love a clever joke, man.
So when we go to New Orleans, we go to the French Quarter. It's like that little Frenchy place I don't know exactly where it is in regards to the city.
Did you hear any really, really thick accents that were just like,
Oh my God, they sound like Tangerians almost.
Yeah, yeah.
Tangiers got them beat by far. Got them beat.
And it's true. A lot of people don't know that, but the craziest accent, the thickest one in America is that Tangier fucking accent.
So there's New Orleans. I mean, you got New Orleans, and then you zoom in, and it's right along the river. Really good waterfront. The French Quarter. It's all here. And then we stayed at the Dauphine Orleans, which is a pretty cool little spot. Everyone from the shop stayed at the same hotel, except for a couple people, and it made it really cool to be able to just to have your homies at the same hotel.
Hell yeah, man. Nothing like hotel chill.
He didn't tag it. I thought that it must have been you I was mixing up with.
at the quarter, in the quarter, though. That's awesome, dude.
Was that Mark?
Yeah.
He's heavily shadow banned. Hard to find his Instagram. by the way.
Interesting.
They don't like his material. He'd be very, very controversial. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
He back when I booked him for that show, I ended up seeing his bit like 3 or 4 times, and like his ender, that Kobe Bryant ender that he had, that was a doozy. That was a doozy.
The one that was like didn't land.
Yeah, I can't remember the joke. I'd butcher it, but it was some kind of wordplay with Kobe Bryant, helicopter landing, not landing, and it was just crushed.
Sorry,
That was his
sports
closer.
fans.
Yeah, he closed with it.
I remember he had one when I saw him, and it was like people were like not laughing that hard. He's like, that one didn't land like Kobe or something.
Yeah.
That's great.
I must have not seen. Maybe not seen that. Well, I saw him the week after you. Or
Okay.
isn't that crazy? He did Salisbury, and then I saw him in Austin like the week later. It was pretty cool.
Oh,
when I
cool.
saw him in Austin, I got off work, went there, and it was like the late show. So it cut off at 8. And then this couple in front of me was fucking hammered, and they would not stop talking. And I leaned forward and was like, hey, take a conversation to the lobby or some shit. I shouldn't have done that because
That's
it was in a
awesome.
theater. I should have gone to the.
Good for you, Jack. This is an enabling culture.
Because everyone else
Not
around me
with
was
Jack
like just
Garner.
looking around, like,
Yeah.
Matt, these guys. I was like, I'm saying something.
Why shouldn't you have done it?
I leaned forward and was like, hey, take this shit outside if you're talking. Because this drunk guy was like, I'm going to kill. He was so mad. He turned around and was like, talking about how he was going to fuck me up. He was going to kill me. And he's like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to beat your ass and all this shit. But he was
Oh
like,
my God.
Sitting in his chair. And I was like, and I eventually was like, you're going to have to stand up and do the shit you're talking about, buddy. And then I told him he was going to stand up and do it. And then,
Wow, you told him you have to stand up if you want to do all that?
yeah.
You're still seated, bitch.
Yeah. And then his girlfriend was like, stop it. She's like, it's really my fault. It's really my fault. And he's like, no, it's not. I was like, yeah, it is. It's her fault. She was the one talking louder than you. And I was kind of egging him on
That's
a little
awesome,
bit.
man. Good for you.
We were missing an opener at this point. And then Samantha went up and got like an usher or something. And they went up and like they moved us or something. Or no, they just told him to be quiet. Because then after that, the guy kept talking. He was like, I'm going to find you after the show and I'm going to kill you. He kept telling me he was going to kill me after
That's
the show.
so fucking
the dude was
scary.
scary.
God damn.
Then again, an usher came down and was like, they kicked them out after that. Because you could see they were still talking. But then this cop was like, we had some other people saying that you were involved in the thing. I was like, I was just the guy who was telling them to stop talking. No one else was saying anything.
A cop was involved?
Yeah, cop was there. And it was like, all right, another person who was watching said that you were fighting with him too. Like saying, like, maybe I should make you leave too. And I was like, I'm the only one who was saying something to this guy. Everyone else was sitting there like, yeah, man, I wish this guy would stop talking. Say something.
Yeah, and like the security should have been on it to make you.
It was
have
in a
to do
theater.
that.
So have you ever been to a theater show? It's old people. Ushers. There aren't security there.
Yeah.
It's ushers.
It's always old people at theaters. You're right.
They're not doing shit.
And fuck that cop. And fuck that guy.
Yeah, and the guy, dude, it was a shaved head, like Jack, like military looking douchebag, and he was like talking so much shit. And at one point, I was like, stand up, then. He would have beat the fuck out of me, but he was like talking about how he's going to do all this shit. He was talking about how he's going to do all this shit.
But at one point, it's like, yeah, fuck.
He's doing all this shit. I was like, you have to stand up to do all this shit you're talking about, man. You're just sitting there like talking away from me, not looking at me.
And he's still ruining the show.
Yeah.
He's ruining the show.
I
He's
remember
ruining
the
it for
opener.
himself, and he's just so emotional.
That blows
about
my
it.
mind that you're just gonna. Like,
But him and his girl were drunk as shit. And I had just gotten there. I wasn't drunk. Sometimes
You
I'm
could have
drunk.
gotten him. He wouldn't have been able to do nothing if you just got him in the old sleeper hole.
He would have fucked me up.
Not with Sam's help. Come on.
It was during COVID, so there was a row in between us too. Mm-hmm. So they had spaced the theater like every other row.
Yeah.
So I was leaning over the row like, hey, shut up.
Oh my god.
I remember I was leaning so far. I remember my pendant. I was wearing a glass pendant, tink, 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 in on the seat in front of me.
Oh my god.
That's when you just bring a knife into the theater and you sneak it in and you just put that right in his temple. Pow!
But I remember when they got kicked out, these dudes like were in front of them, were turning around like, good job, man. And I was like, you didn't say nothing when he was saying he was going to kill me?
Yeah, come on, you know?
Yeah, that's
But he was saying,
pussy
he's like,
shit.
I'm going to find you after the show. I'm going to find you, follow your car. He was saying shit like that.
I wish you would, motherfucker.
I'm not going to lie. When we left the show, I was like,
And I mean, yeah, like, and it's so true. It sucks being in that situation because, like, yeah, you can't not wonder if he's gonna follow up. You can't not wonder. You know what I mean?
yeah, we were in a parking garage too. Scary.
Oh my god.
You can't not wonder. You got to be self-conscious the entire rest of the night when that happens.
He was probably trying to just maybe wait one place and hopefully see you, but he didn't get to see you.
I don't want to say I was sounding like too much of a badass here. I was stuttering and stuff when I was talking to this guy. I was a little nervous.
I mean, your heart, the heart's pumping. You got all kinds of.
I would say, but I was just mad because everyone else, you could tell everybody else was like, look at this guy. Everyone around was getting mad. So I was like, I'm the one to say something. I'm going to say something.
Exactly.
Like, all I said is like, if you guys want to keep having this conversation, take it outside. That's the first thing I said.
Normal
They got
people
really
need to
mad.
start speaking up. We need to take the culture back from these.
And then the
assholes.
drunk girl kept apologizing, and he was like, it's not her fault. It's not her fault. I was like, yeah, it is. She was the one talking. He was mad. Good time. Mark Norman show. And then he did the thing where he's like, any Jews in the audience? I'm one. And then he said, get him.
Yeah. Said that one every time.
That's in his special, dude.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah,
He has another really quick tag where he's like, Bill Cosby, that's one comedian you don't want to sleep on.
He does that. Any gays in the audience?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out. Now that's a perfect, clever joke right there.
Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for coming out. Mm-mm-mm.
oh my god.
No fat on that joke, as they say.
Yeah,
no fat on that joke at all.
Mark Norman, we're fans. So everybody is. He's slowly becoming like the best.
There's at least a shot in hell that we could get him on this podcast. But we're gonna wait. Before we reach out.
I've been so mad about these podcasts recently, how someone special comes out, So they're on
every single podcast. I kind of like it's like, let's see his rendition on this. Let's see his rendition on that. But you're right. It's like, it was Ari's turn. It was Ari's
and then
turn.
it was Neil Brennan's turn. It was Whitney Cummings' turn, then it was Ari's turn, then now it's Neil Brennan's turn.
Is it Neil Brennan's turn? I'm not going to watch his special probably, but I might if I have enough time.
Well,
I'm not the biggest like Neil Brennan guy.
In the Black White Supremacist, he's the guy whose head explodes.
Yeah. I mean, he is like one of the main producers on Chappelle's Show, right?
Yeah, but I like that.
Writer.
I like that in that scene in the KKK thing when he rips his hat off and he's black and everyone's freaking out.
Yeah,
his head explodes.
Yep, classic. It literally just explodes, and it's so like bad, but it's so good.
That's him.
Why is he playing Madison, Wisconsin 5 nights in a row?
Who knows?
Comedy Club on State, all the same venue.
A lot of people say that's one of the best rooms in the country.
Multiple sets. Sorry.
Probably 3 days.
He's got a 7:30 set on March 2nd. He's got a 7:30 set the 3rd and a 10 the 3rd, and then he's got a 7:30 and a 10 the 4th. So that's not that bad. That's a comedian normalcy. Look, you can get tickets. That's cool to be able to buy tickets for whatever little show you want to go see. Like the how much does the material change?
No, it doesn't.
The crowd work varies. And like the responses change.
Let's just say you wouldn't want to go to more than one.
Yeah, but it's the exact same act.
For this comedian, or say it was
anybody.
What if it was Andrew Schultz?
Exact same.
You
act.
would not want to go.
You don't do that.
But he does.
You don't
crowd
Grateful
work.
Dead comedians.
Grateful Dead?
Every set, man. I've seen every
Some
set
people
from
do.
1953 to 1940.
I think some people do, but yeah, you're seeing literally the same jokes every single
I've been
night.
to comedy festivals where you wind up catching the same guy more than once, and it gets kind of awkward. When you're hearing that bit the third time.
Fancy seeing you here again.
Like we saw Akash sing or whatever, and it was right for a special recording, so everything was tight. But we saw him do the same thing over and over again.
And he's Andrew Schultz's guy, right?
Yeah. He was the best person there because he was the one that was like closest to taping something.
Yeah.
So he had the most polished stuff.
Yeah, he had a good special release not too long ago. It was called Bring Back Apu.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Nice.
But Neil Brennan's last special, 3 mics, I wasn't impressed with. So
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, I'll have to check out his new one, maybe, see if I can get turned around on him.
He's seems too cool for school sometimes.
Exactly. Like one time on Twitter, he got into it with Jim Gaffigan of all people. And like I like Jim Gaffigan. Yeah,
he's classy.
He's like the Hot Pocket guy and everything. But
Don't
like,
call him that.
But that's what he did. He called him the Hot Pocket guy. He's like he's higher up on the comic list than you.
Can you? Yeah, he is.
He is. He's one of the highest.
He's one of the.
Can you try to pull this up? The Jim Gaffigan Neil Brennan Twitter fight.
Yes, pull it up. And it was
really
not
short,
that
hard to find.
Yeah, it's probably not. It was a really short exchange, but I remember Jim really putting him in his place. He said something like, "Yeah, I made like this much money and I didn't need 3 mics to do it," or something like that.
Here we go. Don't forget about the time where Gaffigan absolutely buried Neil on Twitter.
Oh no!
When Neil took an unprovoked shot at him for his Hot Pockets joke.
Why would you make fun of the Hot Pockets joke, the one that everyone loves and knows?
Jim Gaffigan is a legend in the game.
So Neil Brennan says, which one has that one joke about food? You'd say like a food, and then you talk about it like I'd be over here dying. And then you talk about it, and I'd be over here dying. That's not even a good tweet.
No.
He should have said you talk about it being hot.
It's like, yeah, he's got a lot of bits on food, and it's tough.
Neil,
he can really wring that out.
Let's read this. Neil, it's a special where I have 3 microphones. One microphone is for jokes. I pretend I can't remember that I can't read off a card. And one mic is for emotional manipulation of the audience. And my microphone is for mentioning Chappelle's Show and celebrity friends.
Yes!
He constantly drops celebrity friends' names. He tells his ayahuasca story. He's like, yeah, and Chris Rock was like this, and Chris Rock... And he kept saying rock. I'm like, how many people think he's doing this with The Rock instead of Chris Rock? Because the way he says, oh, and Rock was doing this. I'm opening this blurry.
That's so dumb. No one cares about plugging your celebrity friends.
But you're making me hate him. I hate him now too.
Yeah, but I am surprised that he does now believe in like God ever since ayahuasca.
Yeah, he was a crazy atheist. Like would tweet about how people who believe in God are stupid. Now he's like, did ayahuasca?
Exactly.
Now he's like, I'm gonna fold back.
And I don't know if that makes me like him more or hate him even worse.
Yes.
I really can't tell. Because, like, what the fuck, man? You used to make fun of religious people. And now you took a drug, and now it's like you believe in it. And it's like, come on, man.
I hate him.
I hate him. He's pretentious. You look up pretentious in the dictionary, you see a picture of Neil Brennan.
Where's your cup, Kevin?
I don't
with the cup.
I'm going to drink out of the can because I don't even want no more of this orange. That orange tastes like shit dog fire fart.
I drank it for Mike.
Oh yeah, thanks. So this is the second collab with our friends 450 North. This is Blurry Seltzer by Imprint Beer Co. Second collab. It has more fruit, more coconut, and more marshmallow than its beer-based sibling. Blurry's has coconut, marshmallow, banana, blueberry, and boysenberry.
Ooh, this looks very good.
450 was at that beer festival I was at, and they were cool.
It tastes like sweet, sweet, sweet mermaid.
They sent like a rainbow-haired dude.
Mike, run that review back. What does this taste like?
Sweet, sweet, sweet mermaid jizzies.
Ooh, it tastes like the Little Mermaid.
Ariel.
Oh my God, this is insane flavor.
I don't like it.
It's got a weird afterburn.
It needs the beer to make it taste good. The seltzer is weird.
Easy beer.
But the the guy with the 450 stuff,
Yeah.
at the beer festival looked like he would be from 450. If they line up all the dudes pouring the beer, and you said which one of these guys is from 450, you'd pick him out.
Did he look like he liked rainbow flurries?
Yeah.
This tastes very familiar. Can anyone nail down like what I'm tasting here?
I don't like it.
It's like not terrible, but I could
It's
see
like
how people
fluffy.
wouldn't like it. It's fluffy. It's a very light, fluffy beer. That's a good adjective for it. It's not really beer, yeah.
I don't know what to say anymore.
It's not bad.
Oh my God. Have you ever heard of the
It's kind of bad.
I'm never gonna think of what it is. It's a super special Christmas liquor they make.
Rumplemints.
No. It's like, oh man. I'm never gonna find it this way.
Ooh, some kind of snickerdoodle or like gingerbread cookie.
No,
or
it's
sugar
super hard to
cookie.
get a hold of. Or it's like super expensive. They only do it like once a year.
Apple cider, eggnog.
No, I'm never gonna remember it. We might as well just get off of that.
Do you like eggnog?
Yeah, I like eggnog. I think eggnog's pretty good.
Eggnog is good without alcohol. And sometimes alcoholic eggnog can really taste bad to me for some reason. I don't know. It doesn't complement like alcohol good.
It's not Woodford Reserve. Oh man, I hate this.
You know, recently I heard the story of Crown Royal. Have you ever heard the story of Crown Royal, Mike?
Yeah, let me. No.
So, Crown Royal was created for the very first visit of the Queen to Canada. Did you all know that?
No.
No, they weren't. They're like, we can't give her this CLC.
Exactly. That's why the whole brand was created for the Queen's very first visit to Canada.
Why is Canadian whiskey a thing?
I don't know. Is it a thing? I didn't know it was a thing. Well, I guess Crown Royals that's not whiskey though, right? Is it? What's Crown Royal? It is whiskey, right?
Yeah, and then
I don't know much about Crown Royal.
Canadian Lord Calvert is like the cheap version.
Oh, okay, cool. Weird. Both Canadian.
This came up, Jack. Maybe you'll know. Maybe you won't. It's like a fucking cognac. It's a Christmas liquor bottle. It's like a $500 bottle. They'll do like
what? Cognac?
It's a Sam Adams.
Are you saying
it's a beer.
cognac or cognac?
I know what it is. It's a Christmas like barley wine. Utopias. It's the same.
The Sam. Yeah. That I bet it tastes like absolute dog shit. It comes out once every 4 years, something like that.
Yeah.
We gotta try it.
They
though,
do
right?
a batch. It's the 3 decades in charred oak bourbon cask from Buffalo Trace Distillery. This year
Buffalo Trace. That's a Joe Rogan thing.
If Joe Rogan's been around since before the country, it's a Joe Rogan thing.
Well, he's been sponsoring them. I only started hearing about Buffalo Trace when they became a sponsor of the Joe Rogan Experience. And what a cool brewery it seems like.
Brewery?
Sorry, my bad. What do you call that? Distillery. And man, they've been around since how long?
I just since what's the country? 17? Oh God, this is embarrassing. 1776 or something, right?
But it was like before that,
yeah, it
somehow
is
or something.
I just took at my work. We take these bottles, we make them into lamps, like liquor bottles, and I just cut one of these with the wet saw the other day.
Oh, cool, nice. I actually have some vodka in the freezer right now, and it's Buffalo Trace's vodka company.
Can I have the bottle when you're done?
Sure. It's
Any
called,
liquor bottles you have? I just
nice.
Save them.
It's called Wheatley vodka. You ever seen it?
Mm-mm.
Very good vodka.
What's the bottle look like?
It's very basic and it has a blue label that says Wheatley.
Oh, excuse me. But Mike, yeah, this probably tastes like shit, but we gotta try it, right? We like beer now.
For like the Christmas app.
If we get our hands on a Utopias,
It's $300 or $400.
It's marked down from 6 to 4.
Yeah.
But
What
this
year
is
is
the
that?
2021 one. They're not gonna have another actual new batch
For years.
I had to try this because I had to try this once because of the uniqueness of it. It was quite good, but I wouldn't get this again just due to the price. That's a dumb review. Why would you?
No, it's not a dumb review.
Talk about the notes.
Not as good as the price would.
What did you taste when you? It's okay. So it says, Sauternes French oak wine casks on this one.
Is this $400?
Which brings the subtle notes of honeyed apricot and caramel and the rich layers of flavor. And yeah, it's only got.
Remember the first time I ever went to Burley Oak, I had some sort of barrel-aged shit, and I hated it and never went back there for years.
Oh, really? I like it when like the breweries like Eva will have like some special beers that are like super aged or something, and
I
they're
don't like that.
And they're like 20%. They're super thick, like motor oil. It's nice sometimes, but not all the time.
Well,
I think I have something else.
you got has anyone got anything else before we wrap her? Before we put the wrapper on with the mouth and all that?
I guess I don't. I guess. Oh wait, I can try. I've been working on. I got one bit in the oven.
Oh, test the bit.
Nice. Let's.
This is Jack's bit test.
No.
Bit test.
Wait, let me tune
I
this
need
snare
to
real
work.
quick.
We need to work this together. I gotta find it. Hold on.
All right. Well, he's working the crowd. I'll be working yo.
And I'm gonna tune the snare because I think we're gonna need it.
All right. Here we go. Yeah. AAA Plumbing, A+ Towing Services. These are all names of companies that were chosen to show up first in the yellow pages under their prospective service. These days, people don't use the yellow pages as much, so companies are having to adapt with their names. So you can find companies like Stepsister Towing and Barely Legal Plumbing.
I like this.
I don't know. I got something there. There's something there.
Yeah.
So
Or like
nice.
what is it? Petite teens fucking themselves.
Yeah.
Towing.
Petite teens towing. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So you're more likely to show up on Google.
Cool. So I see where the premise is, and you're trying to come up with really Googleable phrases that are kind of naughty and funny, and then put businesses afterwards, and that could be a funny bit.
Popular things, because you know names would be like AAA Plumbing, just so when you like look up plumbing in the yellow pages, it'd be like, all right, who am I going to call? Oh, AAA Plumbing was the first one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So now you're gonna be like, well, nowadays people Google stuff, so you got to make your business something that people will Google, like
Stepsister.
Yeah.
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 Very popular.
Anyone ever have a stepsister?
No, thank goodness.
Oh my God! You type in stepsister, and the first thing that comes up is stepsister porn videos.
Really?
Yeah.
I told you.
What is considered a stepsister? Step siblings are children born of two different families, in case you didn't know, who have been joined by marriage. Is dating your stepsister okay? Google! We all know that some might think the relationship you describe is questionable, but you aren't related by blood, so by law you are not forbidden to date or even marry. Nice. Truth is, relationships as you describe are most frowned upon when the kids are raised as siblings and they are still living in the home. That's when it's bad. No, that's when it's the sweetest, my guy. Oh, man. And on that note,
yeah, play the music.
Play me out, Johnny.
Music. Great episode. Episode 13 in the books.
In the books. Hey, I didn't say what episode it was. It's lucky number 13.
The Great Indoors.
Go ahead and play that music. I got a line. Hotels, skip that. Have you ever been to a hotel where they don't have the 13th floor? It skips right from 11 to 12. There's also a nice joke that says, when I turned 11, I forget it. I fucked the joke up. But go, fuck 12, motherfucker.
You said it goes from 11 to 12.
Hey, I'll give you a Mitch Hedberg joke to end it. Okay. Hey, if 13 is unlucky, then so should the letter B, because it looks like a scrunched together 13. What's your name, Bob? Get the fuck away.
Oh my God, he was a classic.
Later, guys.